Thank you, sir. Thank you, Hindi team. Welcome to the English session. Good evening and warm welcome, dear all. Today, IFPH is conducting its 2162nd day of uninterrupted daily webinar series. And today's our guest is Dr. Yogesh Khandelwal. Before that, 1 minute silent prayer. Thank you. Once again, I am welcoming you all to this platform. So, Dr. Yogesh Khandelwal, and he is a specialist in incurable and autoimmune diseases, founder CNC Homeopathy, and he is a renowned homeopathy specialist in treating chronic and autoimmune and so-called incurable diseases through classical homeopathic principles. His achievements are Doctor's Glory Award 2024 and 2026. He is the founder CNC Homeopathy, Jaipur Centers, and more than 19 years of clinical experiences. And our topic is today's topic, how homeopathy is useful in autoimmune diseases. We know that homeopathy have more scope than other system for this autoimmune diseases. So let us welcome our chief guest, Dr. Yogesh Khandelwal, to conduct a good lecture. We are expecting a very special class from you, sir. Thank you. You're welcome and please. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Good evening. Good evening, all. All are listening to me.
Sir, yes, sir.
I hope all are listening to me.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yes, sir. First of all, the whole team of IFPH, congratulations to our whole team to conduct these type of webinar daily. It's a huge task. Conduct daily webinar. It's not an easy task because I am also joining. I am also a general secretary of Homeopathy Research Association, but it is not easy to conduct every day these kind of webinars. So it is my second chance to conduct my topic. First, I had taken a class, a discussion, not class, in Hindi session. Today, now I am on English session. First of all, I am not so clear in English speaking, but I will try to make it easy to understand, or I will try to understand better explanation. So, everyone listening now, okay? Hello.
You can see role of homeopathy in autoimmune disorders, sir.
Okay. So today's topic is role of homeopathy in autoimmune disease. I have shared my screen. Everyone can see my screen. If yes, please mention it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody
Yes,
can
sir.
see.
We can see.
So okay. So let us start the role of homeopathy in autoimmune disorders. First, before starting the autoimmune disorders, first we know about the immunity. All know what is the immunity. Immunity is a process which protect us to protect from viral infections, bacterial infection, or internal environment disturbance. But it create, how it is created? What is autoimmunity? So first we introduce with immunity. We can understand it to a very simple example, like when some terrorists attack our nation defense system send some soldiers or armies to attack, defense of their attack and protect our nation. This is called our defense system of nation. When soldiers attack the inventors or terrorists, they destroy the terrorists, and some illegal activities did not be happen. Similarly, when our body contact with foreign particles or invasions, our body produce B cells or T cells. These are the immunity soldiers. Then it produces B cells and T cells. Then they attack on antigens and defend our body with manifestation or disease. This is called purely immunity. When we study immunity, what is autoimmunity? When invasion coming from outside, our B cells and T cells take our antigen antibody complex and destroy it. But sometimes our body, sorry, it is in Hindi, but sometimes our body itself destroy our body. So it is called autoimmunity. What happened in this is, again, we can think like this: when the soldiers become mad or misguided by anyone, they harm their nation also. When the soldier harm our nation, it is very dangerous condition to our nation, because it is family members or our nation members. They destroy the our population. So it is very harm condition. Similarly, when immune system, which produce T cells and B cells, when immune system become overactive, they misguide the B cells and T cells. And the B cells and T cells misguide, they attack self tissues. Then when self tissues is affected, it produces inflammation. The inflammation, when inflammation occurs, autoimmunity is occur. Autoimmune, so in a just a simple language, autoimmune not a disease, it's a simple kind of inflammation which is produced by the body itself. So when inflammation occur in our eyes, it is called uveitis. It creates uveitis. When it produce in joints, our joints, then it is called rheumatic arthritis. When it is appear in our inner system of skin area, it produce psoriasis. When it produce in intestine or intestine, small and large intestine, then it produce Crohn's disorder and celiac disorders. So autoimmune is not a complex of disease, it's just an inflammation which is produced by body itself. That's why it is very harmful, because there is no invasion, no foreign body, and no bacterial infection is there. Our body itself is cause. So anybody cannot work on body itself. That's why the modern system of present therapies, there is no treatment of autoimmunity, because they cannot heal disease body itself. So what is the cause of autoimmune disorders? First, we know about the disease. How disease is produced. When disease is produced, we can easily understand the cause of autoimmune disorders. There are two phenomena according to modern therapies. First, modern therapy, and the second, homeopathy therapy. There are difference between the causes of diseases. Because of the difference between cause and disease, there is also difference between treatment of disease. So what is the cause of disease? We all know about the cause of disease. Modern approach, when some antigen attack on immunity, our immunity, our body, immunity disturb, and it create manifestation which produce diseases. This is a concept of modern approach and very easy. But homeopathy approach, when internal disturbance of our body occurs, then vital force disturbed. When vital force is disturbed, our immunity is disturbed. Then immunity is disturbed, our body manifest the symptoms and create the disease. The first question occurs, why internal disturbance of body is occur? The first, according to Kant, evil thoughts come, sora develop, sora suppressed, psychosis develop, psychosis suppressed, syphilis develop, syphilis develop. When more suppression, it disturbs the immunity. When it disturbs the immunity, vital force itself mistuned or misguided, it disturbs the body, internal body, and create the diseases. This is the homeopathy approach. We all know about the homeopathy approach of disease. It is not a big task because we have studied since our beginning. This is the approach. But the cause of autoimmune disease, the modern approach, when B cell and T cells become misguided, when B cells and T cells, they both are our immune system soldiers. B cells produce in the bone marrow, that's why it is called B cell. T cell produce in the thymus gland, that's why it is called T cell. Both are the soldier which create a defense mechanism of our body, which protect our body to any kind of foreign particle, any kind of internal disturbance. But when they become mad, when they become misguided, then they attack self tissues, attack self antigen, they create inflammation and autoimmunity develop. We already studied in previously that this is the basic fundamental mechanism of B cell or autoimmunity. But this whole circumstances or whole process has controlled by HLA genes. What is HLA genes? HLA is a set of genes which control the whole mechanism of immunity. Set of genes which regulate the immunity. So when HLA genes is present in our body, it controls the whole immunity process. And when B cell and T cell misguide, HLA disturbance occurrence autoimmunity. This is a modern approach of autoimmune disorders. But the homeopathy approach, first, HLA typing, yes, we cannot deny the HLA typing is there because genes is our body structure. They will travel from generation to generation. So HLA typing, when HLA typing is disturbed, alter B cell and T cell occurrence, T cell and B cell misguide, self tissue damage, self antigen damage, inflammation. Both system has same approach. Homeopathy as well, allopathy has the same approach according to on this occurrence. But the main question is occurrence, why HLA altered? It is the main question. The whole of the class or the whole of the discussion, today's discussion, it is the main cause. There is no reason behind the HLA alteration in modern therapies. They cannot resolve the solution question. They cannot resolve this question. Why HLA altered? But as we think, according to homeopathy philosophy, when continuous suppression of vital force from generation to generation, it's a very long process. When continuous suppression of vital force, environmental factor also included, stress also included, and miasm. The four factors when introduced, they travel from genetics to genetics, one generation to second generation, second to third, third to fourth, fourth to fifth. the occurrence, the vital force mistuned. Vital force is our main substance of our body, which control the whole mechanism of our body. It has been mistuned because of continuous suppression of syphilis, continuous suppression of sora, continuous suppression of syphilis, continuous suppression of stress, the vital force mistuned. We all know our body, every cell of our body has a vital force. And if it affects with the vital force, when the vital force mistuned, it also affects the HLA typing. When HLA typing is altered, the vital force also lost our recognition. When vital force mistuned, vital force recognition lost our recognition. When vital force lost our recognition, then HLA genes, which is already altered because of continuous suppression or vital force, it affects bone marrow as well as thymus gland. When vital force mistuned, bone marrow and its processing and thymus gland and also its functioning is disturbed. When both functioning is disturbed, some B cells and T cells will mistuned or misguided or altered. When T cells and B cells, some T cells and B cells will misguide, they create autoimmunity according to our previous modus operandi. So this is the basic phenomena which occurs in our body due to the vital force mistuned. There is no question, there is no answer in allopathy or other system ki why B cell and T cell altered. They always searching the reason behind it. It may be any virus, it may be any bacteria. There is some mutation occurrence. They answered like mutation. Why mutation? Mutation of radiations, mutation because of radiation, mutation because of medicine, mutation because of drug induced. But the whole phenomena will affect with the vital force. If all the things happen, they also affect the vital force, then the whole phenomena occurs. So this is the main reason why B cells and T cells is altered. Then B cell and T cells altered, autoimmunity occurs. Because there is no reason behind the autoimmunity, there is no treatment in modern approach. Because they cannot find the proper cause, they only treat the symptoms as well they know. First, they cure curative treatment or slow progressive disease. They give NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory disease and drugs. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, they affect the inflammation area and reduce the inflammation. When inflammation reduces, pain management of inflammation and pain occurs. There is no as such treatment, curative treatment in modern approach because there is no reason behind the autoimmunity. So that they called these are so-called incurable. But we all thankful because we are homeopath. We know the modus operandi, and as well we know the treatment of modus operandi of our medical system. So what is the treatment? Sorry, this is a mistaken modern approach. It is a homeopathy approach. When homeopathy remedy given to the patient, it creates two functioning. First, artificial antigen antibody reaction. As we all know, when homeopathy remedy given to the patient, it creates similar kind of symptoms in the body which the patient has. These artificial symptoms are stronger rather than the natural one. When the artificial disease created by the homeopathy medicine, the artificial antigen antibody reaction occurs. When the antigen antibody reaction occurs, we all know artificial fight of survival occurrence, artificial medicine, artificial disease, artificial disease once, then the natural disease. When the artificial disease once so when the artificial disease once the natural disease eliminate from the body, then natural body is eliminating, the homeopathy remedy will stop. Then homeopathy medicine stop, artificial disease slowly leave the body. So artificial symptom leave body by the homeopathy medicine control, and the natural symptoms relieved from the body because of artificial natural surveillance. So when the body is free from the symptoms, then we have no symptoms. Second, the second action of homeopathy remedy, it also repair the vital force behind the screen. There is two action of homeopathy remedy. First, reduce the symptoms. Second, repair of vital force. Behind the screen, when the vital force is repairing, the vital force which are mistuned, it become normal. Then the vital force processing is normal. It repair also the bone marrow or genes as well. Sometimes gene will not be curable completely, but the bone marrow and the thymus gland functioning is okay. 99% of cases has been as we experience in my study, B cells and T cells, bone marrow and thymus glands will become normal in state. Then they are normal. They produce B cells and T cells without alteration. Then B cells and T cells are normal. They does not affect our body. So autoimmunity will disappear after a long time, after a long treatment. But we can eliminate the autoimmunity through our main approach of modus operandi and the treatment as well. Because homeopathy medicine itself, a single medicine in the world, which is based on nanoparticles, and these medicines are not just a material, they are the energies, and energy can do anything. Because latestly in the war of USA and Iran, both countries are affected by the nuclear bombs. Both countries does not want to make nuclear bomb. That's why this war has happened, because nanoparticle shape, nuclear shape is more effective than any kind of materialistic doses or any kind of materialistic weapons. So homeopathy remedy is just like a nuclear bomb or nanoparticle. it create a lot of energy in our body. When it comes in our body, its energy turn from the static energy to the kinetic energy. When kinetic energy is occurring, it produces a great energy complex in our body, which affect or repair the vital force itself. But the first condition, the medicine will be all right. There is no gap. It's just like a similar. If these are the symptoms, medicine will be this kind. If we have such kind of similarity, then we can approach the autoimmunity rather than not only for similarity. We had given a appropriate potency to the particular patient. If we select the particular remedy with similar, but we cannot give a proper potency, then autoimmunity will never be changed. Because autoimmunity is a part of generation to generation to generation. It's not a present patient scenario that some patient coming in our clinic and we have he has a autoimmunity, so we can think, oh, you are a patient of autoimmunity. No, he is not a patient of autoimmunity. He is just a manifestation of autoimmunity in their in his forefathers or his generation. He is only a manifestation. The journey of the disease is start from many generations. So we can study the whole past history, generation to generation, as we can. So remedy as well potency will produce artificial antigen body reaction. When artificial antibody reaction, if our potency is not appropriate, the artificial antigen antibody reaction become weaker than the natural. When it becomes weaker, then never artificial reaction will suppress or eliminate the will eliminate the natural one. When natural one is not eliminated, there is no treatment of autoimmunity. So we must give appropriate medicine as well appropriate potency, because if potency is not correct, there is no proper force will be given to the medicine by in our body. Static energy will never convert into kinetic energy, and when the kinetic energy is not produced, it never be affect vital force in any term, even relief, even cure, even repairment. So we must given proper medicine with appropriate potency. So when the fight of artificial and natural disease occurrence, artificial disease eliminate the natural one. Artificial complex being reduce the action reduce, inflammation reduce, symptom reduce, autoimmune reduce. And second action, repairment of vital force. As we studied, repairment vital force affect the bone marrow. When it affects the bone marrow, reduce B cells and T cell rotation, and no self-destruction of tissue, autoimmunity never be happen, and it will be repairable. So this is the autoimmune mechanism according to homeopathy. As we know, it is not written in any book. It is just an experience of myself. It could be possible there is some English pronunciation or some fluency system to you, but I try to explain it in better manner. The list of autoimmune diseases. There are some diseases. We study about 80 diseases of autoimmune diseases. Further study is going on, but we have listed on around 80%, 80 diseases. As we know, there are some hopeful cases for us. We can treat alopecia areata, and Kaiserling spondylitis has a wonderful action on homeopathy medicine. Hepatitis, orchitis, autoimmune pancreatitis as well, Passion disorders, celiac disease, as we know, it is easy to cure. Crohn's disorder. There is some work about diabetes mellitus type 1. Some mother tincture are also helpful in these cases, but the medicine will never be stopped in this kind of cases because we use the mother tinctures. When we use mother tincture, it never stop the medicine. It can control itself better than the allopathy side, but some cases reverse. Some cases they cannot be reversed through the mother tincture also. So there is some work in this field. Guillain-Barré syndrome, lichen planus is a very wonderful treatment in there. Myasthenia gravis, multiple sclerosis, they are listed. It is a very huge list of 80 disease. ITP, it can be curable very easily. Idiopathic nephropathy can be curable easily. So they are more about 80 disease, but we have lot of scope in autoimmune disorder in homeopathy science because there is no work in other system of therapies. Only the homeopathy can work in autoimmune disorders because we have not just medicine, we have an energy bomb, and just we have a bomb, it can be blast in anywhere, in any kind of living thing, even plants, animal, or human being also. So this is the homeopathy, scope of homeopathy. Autoimmune disease are rising, so is the demand for homeopathy. It is all about the autoimmunity. I hope I can elaborate easily and you find something from my experience. Thank you. Sir. Yes, sir. Dr. Bidu. Yes, sir. बताएं. Please tell.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, really you have presented nicely the scientific approach, how to handle autoimmune disease in homeopathy. So, as you mentioned about HLA antigen, and there are so many 80 diseases you have mentioned. So, really it is fantastic, but one doubt I want to be clear that all the collagen disorders comes under autoimmune disease, and as you mentioned that it increase the energy level and repair the vital force. So up to as per Avogadro's principle, the molecular existence present inside our medicine up to 12C and 24X. After that, there is no existence of molecules in the medicines. So up to 12C and 24X, our medicine, they act because of dissociation of molecules and conversion of energy, because of the presence of molecules. After that, there is no existence of any molecules, and research has been done that after that our medicine they act through water memory mechanism. So under water memory mechanism, the Arizona that present in the nanoparticle which present in the water, it has the capacity to remember the property. So that's why our medicine works. So this type of research is going on in Bhabha Atomic Research Unit. So as you mentioned, for example, we are prescribing osteoarthritic nosode in case of arthritis. So when you prescribe, so please please explain that how that medicine act, and changes are genetic, it causes genetic mutation and antigenic changes by which the medicine affect and we get the better outcome.
So, sir, yes, there is some mechanism of water mechanism, but if you heard the some nosodes, medullum, syphilinum, they work after the 1M potency. There is no work previously not seen. There is as such kind of work on 230 potency nosodes. The nosodes will start their work after the 1M potency, and the potency, all 30 after 30th potency, all potency are energies, because Ln, if you had Lm potency work in the water mechanism, Lm potency work along the water mechanism, but our 30C potency and our more than 30 potency is preserved in alcohol. Why they preserve in alcohol? Because the energy of these 12x and 6x is preserved in that form. When we potentize, the static energy and convert into kinetic energy, and the potency become higher to higher to higher to higher. One DM potency does not have any kind of molecule, but it has a pocket of static energy, which when we comes into our body, there is some static energy also. That both energy and static energy will fight with surveillance, and the both survivals both fight of surveillance. The static energy convert into static energy, kinetic energy. Then these kinetic energy eliminate the body symptoms. So all potency has the static energy, not the kinetic energy, and it preserves in the alcohol. LM potency is a water-based mechanism, because the Bhama, as we know, Bhama Atomic Research Institute is working on the homeopathy medication also, and they also find out the reason. What is the work? What is the practice of homeopathy medicine? They find out the research, but LN potency, we can say LN potency has a proper way of treat the patient, because there is some water mechanism involved, but the static energy cannot be seen. That's why we cannot say the potency of 30 CH or more than it work in our body. But when we give the static energy to the patient, our body static mechanism also activate against the foreign particle as well medicine. When both are fighting, then the kinetic energy produced, and it will happen the manifestations disappearance.
Sir, what you mentioned, it is applicable up to 12C and 24X. That is conversion of energy. That means the potential energy is converted into
Kinetic energy.
Yes, kinetic form. So that is under, even it has been mentioned in physics. And that's why our stalwarts like Hughes and Dunham, they were practicing in lower potency. They don't believe in metaphysics.
High potency.
Higher potency. So up to 12C, and
I am not favorable in a higher potency. I'm not favorable in higher potency. I just given a proper appropriate potency. It could be a 30, it could be a 3x.
Yes, that depends on the susceptibility. That is susceptibility matter. But what I am asking, sir, so up to 12C and 24X, there is existence. That's why all the principle of physics is applicable. So after that, as you told that water memory mechanism works, and the energy level increases because of because of the presence of Arizona, whatever it may be. So the energy level increases up to 12C 24X because of physics rules. After that, how the energy level increases? That is my question.
Sir, we have a potency mechanism. When we stroke the medicine, it produces also kinetic energy.
And
When we
then there is no existence of physics rule. Because kinetic energy, potential energy, it is applicable below 12C and 24X. After that, the rule of physics will be not applicable because there is no existence of molecule.
So, sir, then our medicine of 30 or more than 30 is not applicable.
In 30 and more than 30, the physics rule will be not applicable because there is no existence of molecule.
Definitely, there is no physics rule applicable, but the energy in a static way, when we given to the patient in a static way, when we
So as per the rule of potentization, when you potentize, then the energy level, because the hidden that is the hidden power of the medicine is arrived to its active form because of potentization. But what occurs when you potentize after 12C, by which the energy level increases? That is my question, sir. After 12C and 24X, not before that. Before that, everything of physics will be applicable. After that, there is no molecules. So if there will be no molecules, then the physics rule will be not applicable. So after that, the I believe on we believe on nanoparticles, and that nanoparticles which is present when you potentize, then the energy it creates a energy field inside the vehicle, and because of that, the power of the medicine increases. My question is, though the physics rule is not applicable after 12 or 24x, so how the energy level increases?
Sir, the mechanism of potentization, if we study in potency method, when we start from raw material, it convert into energy particle, and the last 12C, when we make 12x or 12C, the energy will remain in extant form, but molecule has been disappeared.
Yes.
When we use 1m 30 potency or 1m potency, we use 12 6x as well to make up 30th 1m potency to reproduce a higher energy level. There is no molecule, but the energy transfer from one potency to another potency, and it can be study on our potency methods.
Yeah, I am not telling about 1m. Just after 12C, just to discuss about 13C. So in 13C, when you prepare 13C, as you said, there is no molecular existence in the medicine, but because of the potentization, the rule of potentization which is implemented by Hahnemann is applicable. So by rules of potentization, the quantity reduce, the quality increase. So the quality increase because of the presence of nanoparticle, that is Arizona. And when when you potentize 13C to 14C, 14C to 15C, one after another, then the water have the capacity to remember the medicinal quality, and in higher category, that means in dynamic level. So because of that, one after another potency, the medicinal quality increases, though the quantity is not there.
So
quantity is not there. There is no quantitative existence after 12C.
Yes.
So when you potentize, then the because of the potentization, the water memory mechanism is applicable, and the energy level retained inside the medicinal substance, and one after another patency, the energy level increases. My question is, as before 12 and 24x, dissociation of molecules and conversion of energy was applicable. What applicability here occurs? Because of that, the energy increases.
In what sense, sir? In sense of
Quality, in
autoimmunity.
quality. For example, when you increase the potency, as per the Jhar's conception, the what I'm telling, the you will get more uncommon symptoms, more dynamic symptoms. That is because of dynamization. So when you dynamize after 12C, that means 13C, 14C, then though there is no molecular existence, but our medicine act in dynamic sphere. So how the energy increases, though there is no applicability of conversion of energy and dissociation of molecules.
So, sir, so how can we make 30 or 1 M or 200 potency?
Now we are potentizing. We are potentizing following the rule of potentization. It may
So,
be
sir,
LM potency,
so-
it may be the
Sir,
decibel.
No,
actually, what happens is that homeopathy is a system based on dynamic theory. As we know,
Yes, sir.
that it is because of the potentization. The power of the power can be considered as energy. Sometimes some people may used to say that this is the energy, but frankly, dynamic homeopathy medicines are working on the vital force. The vital force is an invisible thing. The same is with the homeopathic medicine. The thing is that in lower potency you can find the medicine particle, but above a particular level we can't see. So what is the dilemma we are facing here is that most of the doctors are trying to prove that homeopathy medicine is having the medicinal particle inside. That kind of thinking is the wrong concept as far as homeopathy, because we need not to look into that kind of thinking. Our thinking shall be in tandem with what Hanuman thought some 250 years back, because Hanuman working theory is not the quantitative theory. That is what allopathic 0.00 milligram or something like that,
You
or
are correct. You are correct,
500
sir.
million,
But
10 mg, like that. But a homeopathic concept is, we need not to prove in that. But as a homeopath, when we give some,
otherwise the scientific world is not accepting homeopathy.
that is
As Yogesh sir is doing, I am
that-
appreciating it. So we have
Sir,
to justify that
Yeah,
how our
there,
medicine
sir,
is working.
there is no need of proving the world that what they are telling is right, and what we need to because they are, for example, they are asking you to travel from Bihar to Kerala by bus, and you are traveling like that. But I am saying that why can't you fly from from Bihar to Kerala? It is possible. So there are different. What we are doing is that we are still trying to travel through the bus itself or train itself, but we have another options. So that's homeopathy. That's
No,
so
sir.
we need not
Sir,
to we
I
not to
appreciate
think
your
in that line, but instead, what would be whether in advanced pathology.
sir, Dr. Bidu
In
Shashaki.
advanced pathology is like that.
Just a moment,
And
sir.
actually, I would like to ask a question to you, sir. As autoimmune theory is because of the problem in when as you rightly point out, the damage to the B cells and T cells. What are the conditions which really disturb this B cells and T cells? That's a question I would like to ask you.
Pardon, sir?
Because you told that when the B cells and T cells become mad,
So
they
this is the mechanism.
yes. What are the conditions or the three conditions? But to me, what I look at is that most of the autoimmune disease patients are coming are due to the misuse of those the so-called modern medicine, which damages the B cells and T cells, and as a result they are become mad. And the so-called modern people will never agree that. They usually
No,
come.
no, no, sir. No, no,
What's
this
your
mechanism,
thinking in that way? That's
this
the biggest
mechanism, this mechanism. First of all, Dr. Bidhu Prasad, sir, I will understand your question and explain you definitely by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Shall we? Because of some explanation issue, I will try to make it understandable, and then I will give you answer. Please give me some time, and I will explain you definitely.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
So, Dr. Dhanesh sir.
Yes, sir. How?
Sir,
Yes, that question. Can you answer?
sir, देखिए, there is a set mechanism. There is a set mechanism of autoimmune disease by the allopathy sciences. The T cells and B cells become mad. This is the approach of allopathy science. Are you hearing?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So it is a modern approach. What you know about me in that term, sir?
Sir,
What are the
Sir was asking what is the cause why the T cell and B cell are becoming mad? What is the reason behind it? That is the question.
Sir, if you listen my explanation, homeopathy, why HLA typing is altered, I explain कि they are suppression from many years. We all know the all occurrence has been done by the vital force. It is dynamization. We all know why dynamization is occurs, because vital force is there. Vital force disturbs, manifestation occurs. When the vital force is mistuned by generation to generation, I earlier told in my presentation, when suppression occurs from different genetics to genetics, one generation to second generation, second to third generation, let us start from beginning now. First, evil thought come. Many years, when it suppressed, many years is taken for the development of Sora. When Sora become in existence, it suppressed again, and after many years, Sora suppressed and psychosis developed. When psychosis developed, the suppression occurrence, after the many years, syphilis occurrence. When syphilis occurs, after the many years of suppression, vital force, because we have only 3 types of miasm and 4 tubercular diathesis. There is no other cause of any disease. There are 4. First, Sora, psychosis, syphilis, and the tubercular. The all mechanism has been suppressed. When the all mechanism has been suppressed, then the vital force mistuned, because when the mechanism disturb, vital force is disturbed every year, every generation. When for many generation has been suppressed, vital force mistuned. When vital force mistuned, it affects the whole body system. Then the whole body system affect. Bone marrow also affect, because bone marrow produce B cells. It produce some altered B cell. When vital force mistuned, it affects thymus gland also. Then when thymus gland is also affected, then thymus node function are affected. Thymus gland function affected, then T cells affected, altered. So then B and T cells mistuned. Suppose 100 B cells reproduced by the bone marrow and the 100 T cells reproduced by the thymus. Some T cells are around 20, or it's a number, just an explanation. Some 20 has been altered and 20 T cells has been altered because of the vital force mistuned. So this is a basic reason of suppression, sir. If there is no suppression, there is no alteration in vital force, there is no vital force in genetics, generation to generation, there is no mistuned. The word use mistuned. I am not using the word suppression of vital force. I am using a term mistuned, because my vital force mistuned his work. When he's mistuned, the all body mechanism affected, then P cell and T cell generates, altered T cell and B cell generates. This is the mechanism, sir, Dr. Danish, sir.
Yes, what is the role of this so-called modern medicine in damaging the vital force in these situations? And we have a lot of people coming with this kind of autoimmune diseases, even without the genetical compliance before.
So they are usually given steroids actually. Because it
Yes.
Because
He has mentioned about non-steroid and
non-steroid and anti-inflammatory drugs, sir. And autoimmunity has NSAID drugs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. They only work on inflammation and pain. They are no treatment of this, only management or precaution. If you have celiac disease, if you have any allergy, then precaution with celiac gluten, and if you have some pain, then take in painkillers or anti-inflammatory drug. There is no
Hello.
work on.
May I audible?
Sorry,
sir. Time is about to finish.
Yeah,
So
it's only 2 minutes, sir.
we can invite Dr. Radhakrishnan sir to say vote of thanks to the session. Radhakrishnan sir.
Okay. Time is over. Then here the dynamic theory comes. Here the dynamization, because up to 12C the material dose, and later the dynamic theory should be adapted. That's all.
That's all.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
sorry.
I am not explaining but because time is over. That's why I'm saying dynamization.
Yes.
That's a thing to do.
So, sir,
I will also work on.
Let me say something.
So that means
is that
I have one question. So usually, sir, Dr. Yogesh, which potency, so commonly you are using for this autoimmune disease? And you said tincture also you are giving for a long time.
Sorry to say, but I'm not using the mother tincture because I'm using only classical homeopathy since 19th year. I've never used mother tincture, never used biochemics in our practice. I just use potency only. I never use LM potency as well. I'm just using from 6C to DM potency. I'm not working in any kind of medicine. I also use a DM potency.
Okay.
Then
Dr. Ambrose sir can say vote of thanks.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Dhaneji, everyone, namaskar. And congratulations, Dr. Yogesh sir. Very nice. Excellent sir. Lekin homeopathic, what is homeopathic? Homeopathic is a dynamic science. Dynamic science. Cause of disease is a dynamic. Treat the patient, treat the vital force. Disease, bimari, cause of disease, invisible. Anger, grief, insulty, it is dynamic. And treat the vital force. Vital force is a dynamic. And similar medicine, homeopathic medicine is dynamic. So, autoimmune disease is the incurable anipathy. Only treat the homeopathy. Homeopathic treat according to severity, according to constitutional, according to or autoimmune disease only one word due to suppression of mental and a highly dose of antibiotic, highly dose of anti-suppression medicine. Then produce body autoimmune B cell. B cell is the antibody formation.
Okay,
and
sir.
after suppression, after B cell auto antibody. So very thanks, Dr. Yogesh sir, and in behalf of IFPH whole team, very thanks again presentation. इसी तरह से आइए घर घर होम्योपैथी और होम्योपैथी में एक गाना है, एक मुकेश का गाना है, पानी रे पानी तेरा रंग कैसा, जिसमें मिला दो लगे उस जैसा। होम्योपैथिक मेडिसिन यदि पानी नहीं रहता तो होम्योपैथिक मेडिसिन नहीं बनता। तो very thanks.
Thank you,
Just a moment. And one last thing, I never support, after the presentation, I never support this kind of presentation. But I have to develop this kind of approach because we have a fight with the modern approach. We all are friends, we all are family members. We have to fight against the allopathy science to exist, to promote our existence. Because last 1 minute more, please. As we know, in the corona side, when corona occurred, COVID में, homeopathy science is never be appreciated. The only patient appreciate the medicine, no government, no any kind of existing body in our government never be approachable to homeopathy. It's a great science, but we have failure in this kind of epidemic. Ayurvedic is also promoting, allopathy promoting, but no chance to homeopathy. That's why I affect my ecosystem. Why we have we are homeopath, and because of we are homeopath, we are life giver. When we are life giver, then there is no value of us. That's why I have to prepare myself to represent against the allopathy system. That yes, homeopathy can do. Homeopathy is in existence. This is my fight, and all the homeopathy members.
It's our fight, sir. It's our fight.
Thank you so much. I think we need the second session because at that time we will get more case presentation. Also, we need, sir. We need your case presentation for this.
Thank you, ma'am. Definitely, I will present my cases in any kind of classes. And one more, Doctor sir is leaving outside, I think so. But I will give his answer definitely.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. We are over 5 minutes more. Okay. Thank you for all the participants. So I am winding up the English session and going to the Malayalam section. So Dr. Mariamma, I think you can now proceed.